in a series that's been dominated by Denver. They'll look to make it 13 wins in their last 14 against Cleveland. It's Week 7, and the action is just moments away.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. 3rd and long now after the sack. We'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Landry now on the return. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make?
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We rate to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. But it certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield now. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 22. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Bridgewater's throw taken in here by Patrick. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Bridgewater. He's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. We focus our attention now on the Broncos defense. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw, Mayfield. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown, Browns! Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Bridgewater's throw there, complete to Hamler.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Mayfield. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquhoun now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang at Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mayfield on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Anthony Walker leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Landry. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The man who wreaked havoc on the Broncos in Super Bowl 48, Malcolm Smith, gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now left side on the swing pass. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The kick by McManus is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20. Figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That one's probably going to backfire. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's the backup Keenum. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, Charles, it's